In this video, we'll present you a short buying guide together with a list of the best miter saws on the market to help make your buying decision easier. Whether you're looking for the best of the best or just the most affordable option, you'll find it on our list. If you want to know which one will work best for you, stay tuned. If you want to see more information and the newest prices on the products in this video, check the links in the description below. At number 1 for best overall is the Bosch GCM 12SD miter saw. The largest capacity standard sliding meter saw in the Bosch range is the Bosch GCM 12SD. It's a real beast that'll cut the biggest timbers with a real delicate touch. Built for trade use, this is a powerful saw that's probably overkill for domestic users, but the motor is an 1800 watt beast that delivers high power all day long for the toughest of cuts. And it provides longevity for the motor, which will run over a long period with no effort. The cutting capacity is huge at 11 centimeters by 30.5 centimeters, which is very impressive indeed. A combination of the cutting capacity and the power of the motor ensures that this can take on some serious pieces of timber for construction jobs. The new Bosch axial guide system also allows the saws to give a large, smooth cut in a tight space. The cuts are super accurate and smooth as there are no large rails like on sliding varieties. The other big advantage over the sliding miter saws is that there's no rail wear, which can lead to slightly inaccurate cuts and a lot of time recalibrating the unit. This saw has a smooth cutting action second to none. To sum it up, if you're looking for a miter saw and price is not the object, you have to get this saw. While it's pricey and a little heavy, it's worth every penny. This is a saw that not only screams power, but screams durability and quality. If this is the first time you're visiting our channel, be sure to subscribe and hit the bell icon to receive notifications for our next videos. At number 2 as the best miter saw for beginners, we recommend the DeWalt DWS 780 miter saw. The DeWalt DWS 780 is one of the best miter saws for beginners on the market. This model made it to the position for a few reasons. First off, it has exclusive and cool features to give beginners the heads up needed to get started with woodwork. The DeWalt DWS 780 is a beast and will glide through some really tough materials with ease. Powering up the saw is its strong 1675 watt motor that has an adjustable speed for cutting various materials. To get the best finish on the materials other than the wood, this is a great feature and enables the perfect setup for steel, plastic, and other materials. The safety features on the DeWalt miter saw are also great. The dust management is very powerful and built to manage large volumes of dust in a commercial environment, and it also deflects any dust away from the cutting area, making it easier to watch the blade. The blade is covered with a large, robust automatic cover. The spinning blade is only ever exposed when the saw is actually cutting through the material. The cutting light helps with the cutting in badly lit areas and means you don't need to bend down to get a close look at the saw and watch the process. Unlit workspaces can be very dangerous, so this is a worthwhile feature. At number 3 is the best cordless miter saw, the Makita XSL08PT. It's a good miter saw for woodworkers and people who do hand plane work. The look and feel of the XSL08PT are very plain and compact and are perfect for job sites. You can put the saw on your workbench or underneath your workbench and you're ready to go. There's a small carry handle to secure the saw on the back for light travel. Their proficient brushless motor runs cooler and more productive for longer instrument life and conveys up to 4,400 RPM for quick, smooth cutting. The XSL08PT likewise includes automatic speed change motivation to change cutting velocity and force under burden for ideal execution. Makita claims that the brushless motor lets it make up to 175 cuts on 2x12 lumber before having to recharge the two 5-amp batteries. It's also noteworthy that the dual battery meters on the handle let you know the remaining charge without having to pull out the packs. The saw comes with a 14-inch cutting glide and a 7¼ blade guide with motor guide. It also comes with replacement knobs and has a lot of blade guide options to keep track of. It's helpful when you're working with smaller boards. For improved productivity, it's outfitted with Auto Start wireless system innovation, which uses Bluetooth for remote correspondence between the instrument and residue extractor. At the point when the trigger for the AWS prepared the XSL08PT is locked in, the AWS prepared residue extractor powers up. We hope you like our selection so far. If you have another product you'd like to see us review, feel free to comment down below. At number 4 for the best budget saw, we chose Ryobi's 10-inch sliding compound miter saw. When you can get a 10-inch sliding compound miter saw for less than $200, that's something to look into. The Ryobi miter saw is compound and it can mean bevel angles and miter angles. It also makes it very versatile, so it can cut multiple types of angles for trim work, baseboards, door casings, and crown molding projects. It's got a large, comfortable handle for improved comfort, and it helps with larger jobs while making repeated cuts for long periods of time. It has a powerful 15-amp motor which cuts through thick wood, even hardwoods like butter. Dust collection is also included on the Ryobi miter saw. It has a 1 1/4 dust port that can be connected to a shop vac or a central dust evacuation system. This is usually a big deal for hobbyists and woodworkers. Keeping dust down to a minimum is essential for our lungs, but also to keep the mess down so we don't track it into the house. The Ryobi miter saw comes standard with a laser guide built right in. Ryobi calls this their exact line system. It makes lining up your next cut very quick as long as the laser is set up properly. It makes for an exact cut right where you need it. To sum it up, if you enjoy the occasional do-it-yourself project around the house, or if you're a professional finisher, construction worker, or contractor, or even a hobbyist who loves building wooden furniture, this saw is something for you. It's built with high-quality material and has really cool features, all of which make it easier to use quickly, efficiently, and most importantly, with incredible accuracy. A miter saw is a specialized tool that helps you make cuts at a variety of angles. The saw has a blade mounted on a swing arm that pivots left or right to produce angled cuts. You can also use a miter saw to quickly make cuts for crown molding, picture frames, door frames, window casings, and more. You'll find 3 variations. Compound miter saws feature blades that pivot left and right for angled cuts and tilt in a single direction for bevel cuts. Manipulating the saw on both of its axes at once yields a compound miter cut. Compound miter saws are useful for picture frames, crown molding, or any project that requires angled cuts in 2 planes. They offer the advantage of making compound cuts in one pass. Dual compound miter saws function like compound miter saws. While compound miter saws tilt in only one direction, dual compound miter saws can tilt both left and right, and they can quickly create bevels at any angle. Sliding compound miter saws have all the versatility of compound miter saws and a sliding feature similar to a radial arm saw, allowing you to move the blade forward and backward. The major advantage of the sliding feature is its increased length of cut that it provides. And there you have it, the best miter saws on the market today. If you found the one on the list that meets your needs and your budget, remember to check the link in the description box and catch it at a discounted price. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time right here at the ReviewTube channel.